Alrighty guys, welcome back to the next Monkey Hero Adventures. We're picking up right where we left off, hopefully going to save our friends. We got our Magitech up and running, we got our disguise, and now it is time. Alright Sid, what you got? The repairs are proceeding apace. It shouldn't be long now before Biggs and Wedge complete their work. There is, however, one small problem. As you may recall, the Machina's servo mechanism was discovered to be faulty. Wedge has subsequently ascertained that the Magitech core which drives it is worn beyond use. Such cores are fragile devices which must be replaced at regular intervals. Thanks to the negligence of our Imperial colleagues, however, the one used in this Reaper was long overdue. Alas, we do not have access to a ready replacement here in Mordona. But all is not lost. Wedge thinks he may have identified an alternative solution. Go and see him, would you? He'll explain the details to you. Alright, Wedge, what we got? As I believe the Chief has already informed you, the Magitech core is worn beyond use. We need to find a replacement. I thought about having you appropriate more Reapers, but even if the Dunderhead maintenance engineers of Castrum Sentry had remembered to replace their cores, we would risk arousing Imperial suspicion. But do not despair, for I believe there's a solution. To substitute the Magitech core with a Mammoth Heart. In case you don't know, a Mammoth Heart can be used to grant sentience to an automaton. By my reckoning, such a device would be more than capable of regulating the armor's servo mechanism. We'll just need to make some minor modifications to the housing unit. I've already placed an order for a first-rate Mammoth Heart with Goldsmith's Guild. All that remains is for someone to go to Ul'dah and collect it. Oh, and pay for it. Did I mention how much they cost? No? Well, they typically cost something in the order of... I hope you don't mind footing the bill. It's for a good cause. Sure, why not? Hello there. Come to collect the Mammoth Heart, you say? Then you must be here on behalf of Garland Ironworks. I've taken the liberty of picking the finest example we have. A heart fit for a prince among mammoths. Payment? Oh, that won't be necessary. The heart is for Master Alphinaud's personal use, after all. He notified us a short while ago that his manservant would come to claim it. Tender in years though he may be, Master Alphinaud has been a benefactor of ours since my predecessor's time. The Goldsmiths Guild wouldn't dream of charging him. But here is the Mammoth Heart. May it serve you well. Oh, and please do pass on my compliments to your master. My master? Like that, but alright. Clever, I guess. Do you have the Mammoth Heart? I can't wait to see if it works. Hurrah! Thank you so much. But this is magnificent. It must have cost an emperor's ransom. Free of charge, courtesy of Alphinaud. Coming from an influential family certainly has its advantages. But without further ado, let's give it a try. I've already modified the housing unit, so it should slot right in. There, she's ready. Magitech armor, engage. Or not. Haha. She needs a loving tap, I'll wager. Yes, she's alive! Let's take her outside and put her through her paces. Monkey, would you care to do the honors? Hop in the pilot seat. We'll begin as soon as you're ready. First, I'd like you to try climbing the tangles of crystals yonder. As far up as you can go, if you please. Oh, and if for some reason you need to dismount, simply come back here and we'll start again. No anomalous movements evident from either leg. Good. Next, jump back down and then sprint north as quick as you can. Leg joints absorbing all impact without incident. Excellent. Please make your way back, monkey. Hey, it's a Leech King. It's a B rank hunt. The torso remains stable during vigorous motion. Excellent. And that concludes our test. Thank you for your cooperation. Here's a summary of my findings. The drivetrain is in sound condition. With some fine tuning, we can expect a noticeable improvement in performance. As for the servo mechanism, I'm afraid it's not nearly as responsive as it should be, and I'm at a loss to explain why. The mammoth heart is in pristine condition and should be installed correctly. Perhaps its inner workings are simply too different to operate harmoniously with the armor's other mechanisms. Whereas Magitork cores serve only to conduct impulses, mammoth hearts enable automata to process the information collected by the sensors as feelings. Maybe she doesn't feel like part of the team. In case, we should do all we can to make her feel welcome. Click. Daft as it felt, I gave it my best. I welcomed myself to a bloody standstill. What are we expecting it to do anyways? Bob us and curtsy? I don't know about that. No doubt you're wondering why the servo mechanism is so important to harness the silliness. Without it, the pilot would be required to control the armor's every movement manually. This would be an onerous task at the best of times, and wholly impractical during battle. Using a mammoth heart in place of the worn Magitech core seems a promising solution. Alas, the device does not appear to be compatible with Garlean technology. Wedge, are there no other ways we might demonstrate our appreciation to our friend here? I'm at my wit's end, Chief. She just doesn't seem convinced. We could try a little dance, perhaps, or cheer our heads off. Imperials! They've come for the armor! Damn it! They have us cornered. There's the Reaper. taken by the traitor Garland. And is that the Icon Slayer? Oh, bollocks. Call for reinforcements. The hells you will. We've located the stolen Reaper, requesting immediate assistance. Respond! Respond! It's no use, sir. There's some sort of interference. Curse you, Garland. No matter. If we can't reclaim it, destroy it. Bloody hells. Monkey, protect the armor at all costs. Chief, look, she moved. Ah, now she deigns to grace us with her presence. It took a good while, but we're finally ready. It's time to infiltrate Castrum Sentry and rescue our comrades. There's the finishing touch. Their servo mechanism is now fully functional, and all it took was a simple fight to the death. Remind me not to install a mammoth heart aboard the Enterprise, would you? Much as I love her, I would rather not be required to profess it before boarding. But enough of that. Let us see to our final preparations. Thanks to Biggs and Wedge, the Reaper is as good as new. We are prepared as we're like to get. Alright, let's go rescue some people. How go your preparations, Monkey? We leave as soon as you're ready. Oh, I'm ready. Glamont, you came. Aye. Thought I'd give y'all a roaring send-off. 'Tis the least I can do for the fine men and women what are about to make a lifelong wish come true. Well, we'll do our best. It occurs to me, for all the help you've afforded us, we know little and less about you. What did the Empire do to earn your ire? But I fear I've put curiosity before consideration. I quite understand if you'd rather not relive those memories. No, I don't mind, really. Truth be told, a part of me was itching to tell you my tale. Mind you, 'tis hardly novel. I ain't the first one to suffer at Imperial hands. Like most folk, I used to have a mother. She was a sweet, caring woman, with a smile never far from her face. There was a sister, too. Pretty little thing. She was as gentle as a lamb, but tough as nails. We were poor folk, living simple lives, but we knew happiness just the same. And then the Imperials came and took it all away. When Alamigo fell, they put my family in a camp. Being a lad, I was made to do hard labor, while my mother and sister were forced to do far worse. They hid their suffering from me as best they could, but I knew, and the thought of it drove me mad. We had an escape, and so I hatched a plan to get us out of the city. We were picking our way through a gorge not far outside the walls when they caught up with us. And rather than allow themselves to be taken again, my mother and sister leaped over the edge before my very eyes. Heartbroken as I was, I didn't put up a fight when the Imperials clapped me in chains and dragged me back. 'Twas some years after that I escaped again, and that time I got away. I swore that I'd get revenge on the Empire and become an adventurer so as to hone my skills and earn the coin I needed. But nigh on 2 decades have since gone by, and what have I achieved? Bugger all, that's what. Not like you lot. You ain't been here 10 minutes and you've already done more than I managed in 10 bloody years. You give us too much credit, Glamont. We seek only to rescue our friends. Well, what's more important than that? In any road, after you've got your friends back, you plan on going after the Empire, and don't pretend you ain't. I've helped a few folk take on Imperials over the years, and every time I have, it's helped stave off my appetite for revenge. Something tells me I won't be going hungry for a while with everything you've got planned. And you are sure that'll satisfy you. If you wish to strike back at the Empire with your own hand, you need only say the word, and we're glad to have you with us. Tempting though your offer is, I must decline. I swore I'd get revenge on the Empire, 'tis true, but I've long since realized that the front lines ain't no place for a man like me. Aye, there's some would call me craven, but I prefer to think myself as a realist. My talents lie in scheming, you see, not swordplay. Helping folk like you is how I can make the most difference. But that's quite enough storytelling for one day. Best not keep friends waiting any longer. I'll be praying for your safety and success. May Rhalgr give you strength. Whenever the Empire goes, misery inevitably follows in its wake. For the sake of all those who call Erzea home, we must put an end to Gaius' ambitions. But first, we have friends to rescue. Biggs, Wedge, and I will lie in wait east of Castrum Sentry, just outside the stronghold's perimeter. Join us when you're ready. Oh, don't forget to wear your disguise, or this will be the shortest rescue in history. Forgive me for saying so, but you cut quite a dashing figure in Imperial Black and Crimson. But now is not the time for jests. Let's review the infiltration plan. Castrom's sentry lies just beyond. A short while ago, an Imperial patrol left to do its rounds. Alphino and I will create a diversion out here and keep them occupied for as long as we're able to. Meanwhile, the three of you will enter the stronghold, posing as patrol, returning for duty. Should Alphino and I prove less distracting than hoped, I will contact you via Link Pearl. Be ready to beat a hasty retreat. Wedge will lead the way in the Reaper. Stay close to him. And I hardly need to tell you this, but don't do anything suspicious. Oh, unless you wonder, Ida and Ishtola left shortly before you arrived. We had planned that they should linger in the vicinity to cover our retreat in the event that Alphino and I attracted too much attention, but the approach of Imperial vehicle forced us to improvise. Don't be too disappointed. They did at least leave a message for you. Something along the lines of, don't do anything reckless, if memory serves. Wise words. Alright, the Imperial Patrol should be returning any moment now. You'd best be off. Good luck, Monkey. May the 12 keep you. Let's do this.
You have spirit. That I will allow. Yet you struggle to the benefit of none, least of all, yourself. This echo of yours intrigues us. We desire only to understand it, and for that we need your help. You wish to be rid of the icons, do you not? You would have saved yourself a great deal of torment had you accepted our aid from the beginning. Tell me everything, and I shall end it quickly. Refuse? And though you beg for death, you shall not have it. Which will it be? As you wish, my dear Minfilia. Unpleasant though it will be for all concerned, you leave us no choice but to employ more rigorous methods of study. Be so kind as to deliver the prisoners to Castrum Meridianum.
Yes, milady.
Alright, they're taking them to Castrum Meridianum, huh? Alright. Well, I say we get them before that. Oh, my apologies. I didn't notice you there. So engrossed was I in my task. You must be engrossed too. Had the Tribunus commanded you to arrange for the prisoners to be transported? What prisoners do I speak of? You mean you haven't heard? Only the infamous signs of the Seventh Dawn, captured by the Tribunus herself. If you don't believe me, have a look in the storage tower when you next pass by that way. That's a fine salute. Part of the maintenance crew from Ossidians, are you? Welcome to Castron Sentry, engineer. What? Prisoners? Ah, you've heard the rumors then. Yeah, they're being held in the storage tower, but I strongly suggest you pay them no mind. You were summoned here to work, not to gawp at Eorzea's defeated heroes. I show a bit of enthusiasm, or I'll have you reported. Greetings, comrade. Forgive me for asking, but you haven't visited the storage tower recently, have you? I only asked because I dropped something in there and, who am I fooling? I've fallen for one of the prisoners, alright? I dare say you know the one I mean, eh? The svelte blonde? Goodness, no. It's the Lalafellin lass I'm in for. Oh, I have a phone call. It's the Lalafellin lass I'm smitten with. She's so adorable, it hurts. I want to sweep her up in my arms and squeeze her till my tiny arms ache. What do you reckon I would take to convince the Centurion to lend me the key so I can see her? Why are you not at your post? Okay, I gotta answer this. Sorry, on the phone with doctors. I'm gonna let you guys read this part here. Why are you not at your post? If you have business, salute me before opening your mouth. I'm gonna salute him. Once this, you need access to the storage tower. What business have you there? At the Tribune's behest, you say? This is highly irregular. It would not do to make my lady wroth. Take my identification key. See this returned when your errand is concluded. Security's tight, just as we expected. We're going to need a special key if we want to get past this bulkhead. I got it.
Okay, so,
Alrighty, let's finish rescuing our friends. And I will deal with the doctor stuff later. No! Minfilia and the rest. Thank goodness they're safe. I am the one you want. Leave the others be. If you harm my friends, I swear I shall take my own life, and you shall answer to your mistress. Tataru, we must do something. We risk letting the entire caster know we're here. Yeah? Aye, you're right. We may not get a better chance. This is the 3rd squadron. What is it? A Reaper? Seized when? And this came to light only now? The culprits have left a trail. Take as many men as you need and scour the area. I want that Reaper found. Now's our chance. What the? Strike my last. Eliminate the intruders. Monkey, I was so scared. It was foolish of you to come here. You might have been killed. But, thank you. I shudder to think what might have happened had you not arrived when you did. I say, did you not see Thancred anywhere? I'm beginning to fear of the fellow. To linger here shall yield us no answer. Let us away, ere the window of our liberty closes shut. What did you say? Escaped. Then recapture them. Fail, and I shall have your head. And what have we here? The Tribunus herself. Just as you said, you have an eye of an Araman, Ida. Well, she's kind of hard to miss with that showy armor of hers. Accursed scions! How did you slip our defenses? With the unexpected ease, if truth be told. There chanced to be a commotion outside the castrum walls, which allowed us to avail ourselves of the comforts of your vehicle. Ishtola's just being polite. That was one of the most uncomfortable things I've ever stowed away in. It's no wonder it's called the Phantom Train. No passenger would ever be seen dead on it. So you scuttled in amidst the freight, like the vermin you are. I shall be sure to have words with our rat catcher. Such negligence is unforgivable. That is far from your most pressing concern. First, you must answer for your own wrongdoing, Livia Sens Junius. 'Twas you who led the raid on the Waking Sands. You who butchered unarmed men and women for the crime of being unworthy of capture. You killed our friends. We'll never forgive you. Nor shall we suffer you to plague Eorzea a day longer. Betake you to your guard. More intruders! Protect the Tribunus! Confound it! Ida with me. After them! Where is His Excellency? In the hangar, my lady, in discussion with our guest. Alert him at once. Yes, my lady. No, 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 no! There they are. Fan out and surround them. Must protect Tataru. Biggs, I'm going in. See everyone to safety. No, Wedge, don't do it! Oh no. Monkey, hold him off. I'll look after Memphilia and Tataru.
Take the leader, kill the rest.
What the?
The Astola! Pray, forgive us our delay.
Papolimo, Minfilia.
Ida!
What took you so long?
Well, it's nice to see you too.
The reunion must wait.
Right. First things first.
Yes, let's get back to being heavily outnumbered.
You ditched your Magitech armor. Fool of a Lalafell!
Well, excuse me. She's all yours if you think you can do any better.
But there's no one in there.
This is Sid. Can you hear me? I need you to count to 5, then jump. Understood?
One. 2.
3.
4.
I know not which is more pitiful, the charlatans who rule Eorzea, or the masses that clamor for their implausible panaceas. I see that which they cannot. This realm founders for want of a ruler with true power, the power to cast down icons. If you continue to deny this truth, it is the people who will suffer. Embrace reason.
What in the 7 hells? Oh no. It's here.
12 preserve us. They finished it. Ultima weapon.
So it has a name.
It is a relic of ancient Alag, excavated from its resting place deep beneath Alamigo. The Alagons used it to crush primal and foe alike, and now the Garleans mean to do the same.
Damn you, Gaius! Look! There, beside the Black Wolf. An Ascian. An overlord, no less. His garb attests to that.
La Habrea. It could only be him. Thancred! was Laha Brea? No. No, this cannot be!
We have to go now! Hang on!
Thancred! No!
All that time, the enemy was beside me, and I never even suspected. And to think that it was I who suggested that Thancred investigate the Asians. How could I have been so blind? Small wonder the enemy knew our every move, and where to find us. Confound it all! No. No, this is not the time for self-doubt. The Alliance leaders staked their hopes on the Scions, but now they believe us all dead or missing. When they learn of the Empire's new weapon, we cannot be certain what they will do. We must go and offer them what assurances we can that defeat is not inevitable.
Kryl, this is Minfilia.
The situation
I
may
am
have
in
taken
some
an
haste,
ill
so
turn.
forgive me if I seem brusque.
But the
item
battle
I
is far
requested.
from over.
Is it ready?
And so long as we stand together,
Wonderful.
there shall
I am
ever
sorry
be
to
hope
press,
of
but
victory.
we need it urgently. How soon can it
The
be
people of
delivered?
Eorzea falter for want of such hope.
I am in your
Let
debt,
us
my
provide
friend.
it. Let us bear to them the tidings that the Scions of the Seventh Dawn are returned. Matters are coming to a head. I hope we can count on you.
My regards to grandfather. I am ready. Let us pay a visit to the Council of the Alliance leadership.
Hells take the Black Wolf and his new toy. Rally all available forces. I want them ready to move upon my word. And relay to Slushfriend the order to sail. That is all. The Maelstrom stands ready. What are the flames?
Ready as we'll like to be. I need only give the word to Raoul.
Has there been no word from Ishgard?
None. The dragons have that got their tongues.
Silent the last. I was unwise to hope for better. What would stir the Archbishop to open his holy mouth if not this? And he claims the fury for his god. 'Tis bad comedy. The Holy See has made its choice. We will proceed without its cooperation. I believe we are all acquainted with the terms of the Black Wolf's ultimatum. We must agree upon a course of action. Not less than the fate of Eorzea hangs upon the decision of this council.
Van Belsar claims to wield the power of Smite the Primals.
Should we yield to him, he pledges to rid the realm of its false gods, yet offer resistance, and he swears that we shall share the Primal's fate. Pardon my bluntness, but I like not these choices. This is too great a decision for one of our nations to make alone. Choose we surrender or resistance. We must answer one, but if but one surrenders, the rest shall surely fall. Let us pray for the wisdom to do right by all our peoples. Thancred's plights might trouble us, yet we cannot allow anything to come between us and our goal. So long as the ultimate weapon exists, Eorzea will never know peace. Let us go to the Alliance leaders, Monkey, and help them make the right decision. Grim tidings, Monkey. It seems the world of the ultimate weapon's existence has already reached the Alliance leaders, in the form of an ultimatum. They have gathered in the Franglet Chamber and are deliberating their answer even as we speak. Beleaguered as they are, I fear they may elect to lay down their arms in belief that surrender will spare their people untold suffering. Yet nothing could be further from the truth. That which the Black Wolf offers will doom Eorzea, not deliver it, and the leaders must be made aware of this. Let us hurry to them, Monkey, and ensure they do not act in ignorance of the consequences. Let's go. The Council of the Alliance leaders is presently in progress in the Franglet Chamber. I must ask that you step away from the door, sir. Oh, I'm sorry. You're on behalf of the Science of the Seventh Dawn. 1,000 pardons, my lord. Of course you may enter. That's right, I may enter. Acting crazy over here.
Ah, we keep treading the same ground.
Van Belsar's demands are clear. Alas, our minds are not.
I've never been one to shy from a fight, but if this weapon of theirs can do all they claim...
It has been 5 years since the calamity, and our people have scarce begun to rebuild their lives. Can we now, in good conscience, call upon them to risk what little they have left? I would spare them the pain of further conflict. Conflict, I say, though that would imply forces set in opposition. If the combined might of 3 primals could not stay Garlemald's new terror, what meaningful resistance can we offer? We who struggle to quell the foes who rise up within our own borders.
Long have we fought the primals, but to what end? We strike them down at no small cost, only for them to rise again and again. Are we to play this profitless game for the rest of days? I, for one, grow tired of it. Mistake me not. I do not propose to trade one tyranny for another. I love liberty. But conciliation need not mean oppression.
By the 12, though neither of you cried surrender, your every word betokened it. Not that I deny there is truth in what you say, nor can I rightly claim that Ul'dah is ready to fight. Refugees flood our gates, and beastmen swarm our land, while the great and the good do nothing. My flames struggle to bear the burden. I put on a grand show at the Remembrance Service, made all manner of lofty promises. I've made good on not a bloody one.
Do not blame yourself, Rauban. You said only that which the people needed to hear. All present have done the same. Our citizens had become lost to hope. If our words serve to kindle it in them anew, better we speak than remain silent. Our enemy condemns us for failing our people. Yet what does he care for their well-being? While we labored to rebuild their lives, the Black Wolf built instruments of murder with which to end them.
Her Majesty speaks true. For all our failings, the people's well-being has ever been our foremost priority. While none among us ever doubted that the Empire would one day resume its war, we scarcely had means enough to solve the problems of the present.
Aye, which is why we look to others to safeguard our future. The Scions of the Seventh Dawn, alas, they are gone, and the Black Wolf is at our door.
Admiral! I fear you are mistaken.
Alphinaud, Minfilia, and 7 hells! Master Garland?
And you, dear friend.
By Ralga, you're alive. All of you.
As we approached, I would swear I heard talk of surrender. But I know that cannot be. It is not the Eorzean way.
Hear me, my friends. Accepting the Garleans' offer to vanquish the Primals would be folly. Folly, I say. For might is not the answer to the primal threat. Indeed, the more the Empire exerts its strength, the worse matters will become. Primals enter this world when mortals call upon them, and mortals are wont to appeal to a higher power when they are desperate. Nothing is more certain to breed desperation in the beast tribes than the Garleans' proposed solution.
The true answer lies in a lasting peace. But the Garleans only know war and conquest. Should Eorzea fall into their hands, there will be such suffering as none can imagine.
We are not blind to the many challenges that each of your nations face. Yet you must not give in.
Aye. Remember 5 years ago when you wagered all for the sake of the realm? Remember what you fought for, what you were willing to die for. Let the memories rekindle the fire in your heart, for Eorzea has need of it again.
Come what may, we Scions will never give up the fight. And so I bid you stand with us, and together we shall safeguard the future of the realm.
A great man once said that a shrewd merchant grasps not for the quick profit, but invests in the future. Wise words, eh, Ralban?
Sid,
Your words stir and shame me in equal measure. How could I contemplate surrender? I know full well that all we have, we owe to the sacrifices of those who went before us. Yet the seeming hopelessness of our plight robbed me of my insight. We Gridanians have no love for war. Yet we have still less for those who would threaten our homeland. Ever have we fought to protect those things we hold dear, and this shall never change. Gridania will go to war. We will fight the Empire for the sake of the realm and all who abide here.
At long last, I hear words worthy of a founder of the Alliance. Ralban, are we to be outdone?
I lost one homeland. The thought of losing another had blunted my resolve. But no man knows better than I that if you want aught, you'd best be ready to die for it. With great danger comes the chance for great glory and great profit. We Uldans who have turned sand into gold know this well. How many times have we fallen into the pit of despair, only to have you pluck us out? I've fair lost count.
Reckless, the lot of you, like bloody pirates. Well, I won't waste my breath trying to talk you round. On account of being a pirate myself. And the pirate who shrinks from a challenge is no pirate at all. Those who would pick a quarrel with us must choose. Back down, or go down with all hands. Let the Garleans come. The united strength of Limsa Lominsa will be waiting for them.
If our realm is to be free of this pall of darkness, let it be by our own hands.
For Eorzea!
we must needs consider how the weapon may be brought to bear against us.
The Maelstrom will secure strategic points along the coastline.
In the meantime, the flames will deploy at...
Be at ease, my friends. You have banished our doubts. Pray leave the military matters to us, and retire to the waking sands. We will send word anon.
All right, man. Stuff is going on now. Let's go.
I cannot well express my relief to think that the Alliance came so close to surrender.
But the fire in their hearts has been rekindled, and they will fight to the last.
This warmth inside. Did you feel it too, Grandfather? I would know something. Was that your power at work earlier?
Nothing of the sort. The leaders of Eorzea had lost their way. I merely helped them to find it again. Oh, hello. Yes, our party returned just a moment ago. How close are you? It's all right, Sid.
We must needs plan our next move. Pray continue liaising with your respective nations. Sid, would you be our man in Ul'dah?
I'll be whatever and wherever you need me to be.
We haven't a moment to waste. All right, let's do this!
Thancred's fate weighs heavy on my mind. I cannot bear to think of him in thrall to an Ascian. Mayhap you know this already, but the Ascians are immortal beings without physical form. Since time immemorial, they have fanned the flames of chaos from the shadows. That they might work unseen, the Ascians entrap and possess mortal men by means of malign artifacts known as crystals of darkness. One such crystal may yet be the key to saving Thancred.
This is a crystal of darkness.
A mere replica, created using data obtained from anomalous crystals found across Eorzea.
It comes to us courtesy of the students of Baldessian, our distant allies. Even for an Archon, Thancred's talents are exceptional. We all had complete confidence in him. It was for this reason that none among us foresaw the danger in sending him to investigate the Ascians alone.
Thancred had been striving to fill the void left by Louisoix. Yet, it was plain that he was overtaxing himself.
Yeah, he would volunteer for everything and work till he was dizzy.
And the toll taken by his exertions made him vulnerable to Ascian influence.
The crystal that binds Thancred must be somewhere on his person. If we could but destroy it, his Ascian possessor would be compelled to relinquish control over him. You have proven the stoutest of allies. standing with us through thick and thin. Yet the most perilous struggle is still to come. For the sake of the realm, and Thancred, I ask that you lend us your strength once more. Thank you, from the bottom of my heart. As I am sure you are aware, the realm was saved from certain doom 5 years ago by heroes known as the Warriors of Light. What you may not be aware of is that your many feats in service to the Scions have prompted folk to make certain comparisons. I must confess, you do remind me of them. Yet remember this, however glorious the past, it is the hero's lot to be judged on the deeds of the present. A new darkness threatens the realm, and the people cry out for a savior. I believe that you are he, a warrior of light, here in the present, guided by the crystal's will. Come, my friends, let us fight to safeguard the future of our beloved Eorzea.
Alright, well, we were going to end it there anyway, but our next quest is level 49. It's Arboration Archon. We are getting towards the last push, and we got to be level 49 anyway, which we are not. So, yeah, I might do a little side stuff, maybe a roulette off screen, but this was going to be the end. So, hope you enjoyed it, and we're going to do our last push towards the 2.0 main story. I'll see you in the next one.